Well, in contrast to the File drop-down menu, the Edit drop-down menu has got lots of items on it. The first, Undo and Redo, are fairly self-explanatory. It's a step, undo, and a redo if there's an appropriate need for it. The Cut, Copy and Paste are the Windows Cut, Copy and Paste, and they put things on the clipboard. They are not to be confused with the Modify, Copy and Erase. They're quite different, and we might well have to give them a different colour later on and rename them so that you see that there is a distinct difference. We will use these three in this group in a number of special ways. There is an ability to, sorry about that, I'll change the colour scheme to Windows Vista. I'm happy about that. There we go. My apologies. Edit drop down. We've dealt with all of those. Now there's a snap grid on or off. If we click it, a grid will go on over the drawing provided our settings are correct, and they're not in this particular instance. So let's go Edit and Grid Style. Now a box will pop up, and this is where we can adjust our settings. We might set, for the sake of argument, a grid of 1 meter and 1 meter. Remember that all your CAD programs think in units, in drawing units, so this is a mental setting. So we now have a grid of 1 meter, and the dots, you can see dots appearing. Now there's a dot, another dot and another dot. You notice the cursor now jumping from one dot to another, from one grid point to another. So if we go back to Edit here, Object Snap On or Off. Now, sorry, it's the wrong one. My apologies, I got that wrong. We want our grid, our snap grid. I got ahead of myself. Snap grid on or off. You can also do that with the F7 function key. The grid's on now, and now it's off. So let's get back to our Edit drop down as quickly as we can. The grid style is that little box that we've just been talking about, and you will notice a couple of other tabs there which we'll deal with in a minute. Let's try and work smartly through this. Object Snap is where I was before. That enables you to jump, say, to the center of a circle or the quadrant of a circle or perpendicular to a line, and we'll deal with that as we draw. Text Styles enables you to set various named styles, lettering styles with your drawing, and it will show you a little snapshot of what that might look like in the little box there. You can set the height and so on. We can set the style of dimensioning that we're going to use, whether we use a particular way of putting our arrowheads or architectural tick boxes or so on. That can all be done. And we're working our way down through here. Multi-line style enables us to draw double lines. The image manager is used to handle the images that we have put into the drawing, and there's our fountain base, our flower, our mondo grass, native geranium and so on. So we can manage our images in that way. I think you'll get the idea that there's a fair bit in Garden CAD. Attribute Edit and Attribute Manager I'll leave for the moment, because I was going to say I didn't have any with attributes, but each of these should have an attribute. So if I do that and pick a block, yes, up comes a spot for the botanical name, the code and common name, and size, the pot size that you are going to use. So you could just click in there and type the value of the common name of that particular plant that you're going to put in there. So that's the Edit drop down menu, a really important group, and we'll need to spend lots more time on it as we work through.